Hello everybody. Today we're going to twist, we're going to rotate, and I would like to tell you what I prefer you do not do and what to do in the right way not to injure your back. Rotation movements are important because many sports like golf and tennis and skating and even table ping pong are important, are using the rotation movement of the trunk. Also, when you drive, you need the rotation of the neck so you see who is behind you, and you don't need to take your whole body in order to do that. We also will do a lot of work on the side of the talia, a lot of abdominal, whole body work, like always. If it's too difficult, I would like to give you modification. I will give options for a little easier version of an exercise. What you need today is a ball if you want. Not necessary. You can also take a pillow because I would like you to have something that you can put between your knees to stabilize the hips and the knees when we exercise the rotations. So, enough chit chat, let's start. Okay, sit tall, actually open the legs in a butterfly shape. The sole of your feet together and place your hand just outside the knees. So you're not inside, from outside you place your hands underneath. Find your straight back. Take a breath and exhale. Just prepare yourself for the lesson. And once more, breathe in. With exhalation, elongate from the tail to the crown. And now take another breath. And with the following exhalation, round the spine. I'm still holding to the outside of my knees. Now bring your head towards your heels and come back up. I know you cannot touch your heels, but really try to dive forward. So, you add them in. You go, you find your C-spine curve in the spine. Bring your head towards your heels. So don't even think only knees and come back. Once we're here, lift the chest up, lift the head so we get a nice stretch in the front of the neck and find your center. Je adem in en roll naar achteren. Tailbone is going towards your heel. Bring your head to your heels. You still have the C curve with your spine and come back up. Now listen, find here. Now we start rotation. So I want you to bring the ribs to the right side, the head to the knee. Bring the head to your heels, bring it to the other side, and come back. So we're making a circle. Go to the other side. So the left ribs are going towards the left knee, the head to your heels, the right to the right knee, and come back. So we're just making a circle. And up, and come back. And round the spine, and come back. Now let's go to a C curve, and then do that. And come back. So this is your begin position. And go to the other side. And come back. Find the straight line. Once more. Tailbone under. And go to the right side. And go to the left side. So you should feel it in the talia like you have a hula hoop. And come back. And now lift the chest. Place your hands behind you, so we can increase the flexion of the spine. We do a lot of flexion. This is an extension, and now we're concentrating on rotation. Now bring the arms here, half roll down, go to the right side, and come back. And go to the other side. So what I want you to pay attention is that the arms do not move. It's only the ribs that are rotating from the waistline and up and back and up. Try to keep the space from the shoulder to the ears and up. So you're not lifting the shoulders and up. Last time, and now we pulse a little bit backwards in order to open the lower back. Here's the time, if you want, you can close the knees and put the pillows between your knees. It was a little late, I know, but anyway. And up, and up, and up, and up. Now come back, bring your head to your heels, and come sit straight. Now take the ball or the pillow, place it between your inner thighs, squeeze it, bring your arms here, half fold down. So now it's easier in a way. Go to the right side, lift the arms up, lower and center. Left, lift, lower and center. Right, lift, lower and center. Left, lift, lower and center. Right, lift, lower and center. Left, lift, we're going to change. You bring it here, you tap the floor, come back up. You tap the floor, come back up. You rotate, tap the floor, come back up. You rotate, tap, come back up. And tap, and I'm squeezing the ball so my knees and the hips are not moving. And up, center, and up, center, and now take the ball away and reach forward. Find your straight back, elongate the spine, point the toes, and give yourself a nice stretch. If you cannot reach your feet, you can place your hands on the shins. Come back to a straight line. And now flex the feet. Push the heels forward and reach forward. Really push the heels away so you get a nice stretch in the hamstring. Come back up, your legs are again in a Pilates stand. Place your hands behind you and lift your chest up. Bring your shoulder blades towards each other. Shoulders are away from the ears. And come back again, stretch forward. And now, if you want, lift all the way up to get a bigger stretch. If not, stay seated. Reach, lift the hips, push the hands to the floor, elongate the body, and come back. Okay, people? We're going to continue with the roll up. So bring the arms here and roll all the way down. Let me go a little bit here. The arms are going back. Bring the arms forward and go to the roll up. Now here, it's not the same stretch that I'm going with my head to my knees. I'm trying to create a C curve with the spine. So I'm elongating the talia and go back down. And the arms are going back. Bring it forward and reach hips and ribs pushing back. You look with your head towards the upper thighs and come back. And your other mid. With the exhalation, reach and come back. Now we're going to change. The arms are going back. As you come up, go to the right side. Both buttocks are heavy on the floor and roll back from the right side of the body. Once you reach the floor, bring the arms behind you. Bring the arms forward and go to the other side and roll back down from the left side. We're going to switch to the right side. So you come back up. Here is the moment. If you need help, you can place pillows or books on top of your shins to help you to make this movement. And come back up, reach, and go back down. Now listen, you go to the first side and pulse forward and up. Every pulse, I'm pulling the abdominal in a position. Now from here, stay rotating to the right side, go a little bit backwards and pulse back and up. You should feel it more again on the side of the waistline or the right side and up. Shoulders are away from the ears and up and up. If you can, switch to the other side, go to the roll up on the left side and pulse forward. Make sure here that you keep the curvature of the spine here as you pulse forward. So every pulse you're working the abdominals, you're looking with your head towards the abdominal or the upper leg, and go half fold down and pulse backwards and up and up. Make sure you rotate, your rotation is enough that you feel it in the side of the talia and up and up and up. Find your center, and we'll take a break. Go forward, flex your feet, reach forward, and come back to the Pilates position with the legs. Bring the arms forward and half roll down. Place your elbows under your shoulders. So make sure you're not sinking. Stay here. Bring the right arm forward and back. You're not moving anything. Only the arms is moving forward and back. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. So we're doing a lot of abdominal today. And up. And left. Now listen, from here, bring both arms here and hold it. You want the shoulders away from the ears. You're looking forward. You're pulling the abdominal in. Reach forward. Now we're going to rotate. Nothing move. And send. And up. And center. If this is too difficult, go lay down here. This is more challenging. And up. If you can rotate even more without bending the elbows. So the distance between my arms stayed the same. Stay with me. 2 more. Last time, stay here. Place your elbows on the floor and arch the other way. Okay, come to seated position and place your leg in a butterfly position. So the sole of your feet are together. Take the ball if you want. Bring the ball here. Bring the tailbone towards your heels and go to the right side and center and left and center and right. Now listen, and left. Now go all the way to your lower back and go to the right side and center and left and center and right and center and left and center, right and left and right and left, and take a break. You take the ball is going back, and now bring it forward till your head and your chest, and back and come up, and back and come up. Now listen, the ball should be, don't use the ball to create momentum to come up. You want to resist the ball, so you pull the abdominal in, and maybe a split second after I bring the ball to follow, and up, and up. Now listen, you bring the ball here and try to come up to the right side, and roll with control down. Bring the ball in the center, lift it, bring it to the left, come back up, and roll back down. Find your center, go to the right side, and come back up, and roll down. Find your center, go to the left, come up, and roll down. Continue, and right, and center. We're not coming up all the way. I'm still keeping the engagement of the abdominal, of course. And right, how could you not? And back. And last time, and come back down. Put the ball in, bring your knees to your chest and rock the hip from one side to the other. Move the head from one side to the other to relax, to release the neck. Now, place your feet on the ground, your arms are elongated, till your head and your chest up. Reach with the finger towards the toes, and now breathe in for 5 counts, and out, and in, and out. Right leg tabletop, and out. Put it down, and out. Left, reach with the finger, come as high as you can with the shoulder, and down. Put it down, and up. Both legs tabletop. Reach with the fingers towards forward, and up. Legs in the air and up. Lower the leg, the right leg. Make the leg as long as you can. Switch and switch and switch and switch and switch. Both legs hold and lower the leg with control. Okay, the arms are going back, bring the arms forward, reach forward, one roll up, and come to seated position. We will continue with the abdominal. I told you there's a lot of abdominal today, a lot of waistline work. Place your feet here and place your hand in a genie position. You round the spine, so the tailbone is going to under, and lift only the right leg. Tap the knee towards the elbows, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Now the same knee is going outside, and up. Really pull from the abdominal. So now you also have hip rotation to the side, and up. Upper body stay the same, and up. We're going to the second side, and up, 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 and bring the knee outside, and up, and up, and up. Try not to lift the shoulders, and up, and up, and up, and up. Bring the knees together. We go down, we take a break. Bring the knees to your chest. Roll the hips from one side to the other. Bring your arms here, come back to seated position. Now, again, roll this, round the spine, legs together and pull. And up, both knees, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. If this is too difficult, you can do it here. And up, 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 and up. Last time, whoop, my legs, my abdominals is on fire, and reach forward. Okay, you're going to open the legs again in the butterfly position, go down, place your hand under your head, lift your chest and your head. You're going to externally, you're going to stretch the right leg, it's externally rotated, flex the foot, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and bring it back. The other leg, you extend, flex it, lift and lower. So we're also working inner thighs, and up, point, bring it back. First leg, and flex, lift and lower. Try to keep the back of the back and heavy on the ground. And up, point, bring it back. Left, flex, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, bring it back. Now lift both legs, extend, flex, and pulse up and up, like in a big V, and up, and up, and up. Lower back is pressed to the ground, and up, and bring it back. And extend, flex, and lift, and up, and up. Really work from the inner thighs, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Bring it back, elongate the legs, elongate the arms. Bring it forward and reach forward. We're going to rolling like a ball, just to massage the spine a little differently, in a different way. Place your hand on your shins, round yourself and roll back and come back. It should be easy after all the stretching that we did, and back, and roll, and back. Now listen, we're going to use a rotation here, so I'm rolling a little bit and bringing my leg. If this is number 12, I'm bringing my legs to number 11. Now bring it to number 9 and up. Back to 11 and back to 12. We're going to the other side. So down and bring it to number 2 or number 1, whatever. And now go to number 3. So you're rotating, I'm off the mat, and now go back to number 1, back to number 12, and stay seated. Okay. We're going to continue with the spine stretch forward. So open the legs, the width of the mat, like a small V. Bring the arms forward, elongate from the back. You breathe in. With the exhalation, reach forward. Now, in the spine stretch forward, you push the hips and the rib backwards and come back. And you add them in and reach forward. Press the back of the thighs to the ground and come back. Also here, we'll take a rotation. I want you to lift. Bring the chest towards the right leg. Bring the arms outside the right foot. Reach, pull the abdominal in, pull the ribs backward. Both glutes are heavy on the ground and come back. Find your center, go to the other side and reach to the other side. Reach, 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 reach and come back. Now listen, you go to the first side as much as you can. So I'm not just facing the leg, I'm much further out and reach here. Think of spine stretch forward, going to the right side. Come back up. Find your center. Rotate more than normal and reach back. Reach the hips backwards. Reach the ribs backwards and come back. Before we continue, place your hands here to get in a nice stretch, counter stretch. Keep the legs like this. We're going to the spine twist. Bring the arms one line with the upper back. You go to the right side and come back. So, common mistake in the spine twist is that the arms move. You want to keep the arms one line with the upper back. So what's rotating here is my spine. And also think, as I go to the right, that the left rib is going to be between my legs and the right ribs is going backward. Staying here, you take another breath, the arms away from each other, and you rotate those ribs a little bit more, shoulders away from the ears and come back. And you add them in, you go to the other side. Rotate the ribs, so the right ribs is going forward, the left is behind, and come back. Now we're going to do a little playing. So you go here, the back elbows impulsing back. 2, 3, elongate and come back. Go to the other side and up, and up, and up. Elongate and back. So you go to the right side and push the elbows back. I'm not lifting the shoulders. Elongate the arms and come back. And go to the other side and up, and up, and up. Elongate and come back. Now, we go to the right side and back, and left, and back. So really working the talia and up. The back of the legs are heavy on the ground. Last time and come forward, reach forward. Okay, one more rotation exercise is the Zach in Pilates. So you place your feet in a V outside the mat, not too wide. Bring the arms here, rotate, and bring the left hand, the left finger outside the right toes, and reach. Like you're sewing something, and you're advancing forward, and come back. And twist, and reach, and up, and up. What you want to prevent is lifting the left glute from the ground. You want to keep both glutes heavy on the ground, and up, and up, and up, and back, and twist and reach, and up. Both arms are long. I'm pulling the rib backwards. Last time, and up, and up, and up, and come back. Okay, people, we're going to go on the side. So, I'm on my left side, doesn't matter. Place your elbows under your shoulders. Your legs are bent. And now elongate them. Okay, elongate your legs. Lift from the lower talia. And actually, bend the lower leg. Bend the lower leg. We start with leg work. So I want you to flex the foot. Now listen. I want you to make sure that the knees and the toes are facing forward, not upwards. Lift, lift, lift and lower. Lift, lift, lift and lower. With control, think that you have resistance as you bring in the leg up and back. And you lower the leg with control. And up, up, up and back. And up, up, up. Now the same leg you point, you externally rotate it. So now we're working a different part of the legs, and you lift it up and lower. And lift and lower. If this is too challenging, go lay down and lift. The advantage of this position is that you're also working the talia. And up and lift, lift, lift and lower. Lift, lift, lift and lower. Lift, lift, lift and lower, and put the leg back. Now, the sole of the feet or the side of the feet are together, and you're going to lift one leg, one knee, so the feet are connected, and back. Lift like a clam, and lift, and lower. Pull the abdominal in, the chest is open. Lift from the lower side of the talia, and lift, and lift. Now, both legs are connected, you lift, so there is a movement of the hips, and you should feel it also a little bit in the abdominals. So pull the abdominal in as you lift both knees up and down. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Last time, now I'll ask you to go all the way down, and you lift the feet open and close. So the lower knee is on the floor. Open and close. And open. Really separate the hips for your feeling. And up. Try not to bring the back and backwards. You're just opening, working the outside and the inner side of the leg. Up and up and up and up. Really think that you're pushing against something. And up and up. Last time, and come back. Okay, bring your knees to your chest. Stay here. You're going to elongate the legs, and this arm going here, going behind you, and come up. So, like you want to come up. This arm is here. So you go down and come up and lift, working the side of the talia. You go back and reach. So you think you bring the ribs to the hips, and back, and reach, and back. The legs on the ground now, and back, and up. Now, you're going to lift the leg, and come back, and lift. Think of a teaser, open angle, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. Once more, and lift, and come back. Hug your knees, and I hope I remember to do everything on the other side. Yes, I do. Okay, go to the other side. Okay, your elbows is under your shoulders, and again, if you have issue with your shoulders, go lay down all the way. Legs are elongated. You flex the upper leg, the thighs and the toes are facing forward. You lift 1, 2, 3 with control, lower and up. So already create your own resistance, yeah? I'm pushing against something, and up, and I'm pushing down, and up, and up, and up, and back. I'm looking at my toes, And the knees to make sure they're facing my balcony, yeah? So they're not facing towards the ceiling because I want to work the outside of the thighs right now. And lower. Now, point the toes, externally rotate the leg, lift, 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 and lower. Try not to sink as the leg go up. Elongate the leg, make it as long as you can. Lift, 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 and lower. And lift, 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 and lower. And lift, 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 and lower. Last time, lift, 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 and lower. Okay, we're going to lay down. No, you're going to stay here and come up and go back down. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. I think I forgot something, but if I did, please go and do it. This is the beauty of a video. You can stop it and go to the other side and up. And now we're coming up and go back down. I know what I forgot. I remember. We'll do it. And up and go back down. And up and go back down. You who are my students, you know I often sort of forget. And up. But usually you remind me. And up. And back. And up. Once more. And up. And now I have a cramp, sorry. Your legs are together. And you lift and lower. So the side of the feet are connected. And think that you open the book and up and back. The lower knee you press to the ground and up and up and up. Last time, knees together. You lift them and back and lift. So you have a little rotation. You can be here or you can be here and up. So the upper hip is going backwards. Keep the knees connected, keep the feet connected, and up. And up, now you need to go back down, lift, open, and close, and open, and close, and open, and close, open, and close. Create again your own resistance, and up. You can even place your hand on the buttock and see if it's working. The hamstring, the glute, and up, and up, and up. Once more, and up, and bring your knees to your chest. Sorry about that, but we worked the whole leg anyway. We're going back on the back. Go back to a butterfly position here. We continue with the inner thighs. Place your hand under your head. Lift your head and your chest. And lower. And lift and lower. Now we continue. You lift. The right leg is opening. Flex it and pulse up. And up. And up. You're working from the inner thighs. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. Point the toes and bring it back. Left leg extend, flex and pulse. And up. And up. You try to keep the hips even. And up. So I'm not going that way. And up. Really rotate the leg as much as you can externally and come back. And open, flex, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up, point, place it back. And the other one, and up, and up. Try to keep the back of the back and heavy, and up, and up, and up, and come back. Put your head down, and you come up, and down, and come up, and down. Now you stay here, both legs, you extend, open, and bring it in and out. Now think you're working in the swimming pool. You have the resistance of the water as you pull the inner thighs towards each other. and up, and up, and up, and up. Really work from the inner thighs, and up, bend and place the leg back. Lift your head and your chest, bring the legs here and bend the legs. Yeah, the knees are facing, it's a little diamond shape. You cross up the ankle. You lower the legs and lift. And lower and lift. You press the lower back to the ground and lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. And lower. 2 more. Press the lower back on the ground. Last time, and place your feet here. Before we go to another set, place your hand here and go to a bridge. Push the hips out just to get a nice stretch in the abdominal. The knees are facing the toes, fingers towards the heels. Can you lift the hips higher? And roll back down. We repeat it. The other in. Come back up, reach, 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 reach. I'm really concentrating on contracting the glutes and lift the hamstring up. And go back down. Go back to this position. Now if you had the right ankle on the left, try to switch. If you want to increase the challenge, stay here with your head and your chest. Lower and lift. If it's too difficult, you can place your hands on the side of your tailbone. And lift. And down. And lift. Really contract the abdominal, especially when you lift the legs up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And place your leg here. Go again to a bridge. Press your feet on the ground and go up, 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 up. Reach with the fingers. Again, contract the glutes. Go back down. You go back to for me it was the right ankle on the left. And now we'll continue with the rotation. If you want, take your ball. And I'm lowering the leg halfway and I'm bringing the ball to the right side and come back. Stay here. And reach and back. Now to increase the movement, I'm lower the legs and bring it back to an angle of 5 and 45. And lower and back. And lower and back. Without rest, change the ankles. Go to the other side. Up, lower the leg and down. So I lift the chest, the arms are going to the left side and back. Lower the legs, reach, reach, reach and back. Lower and reach and back. Last time. Lower and reach and come back. Okay. Let me see. Bring your knees to you. Rock the hips from one side to the other. And now people, go to your hands and knees. And before we continue some prone work, I want you to concentrate for a few seconds on the neck. So I want you to bring the right ear to the right shoulder, chin to your chest, left ear to the left shoulder, and find your straight back neck. Go to the left, to your chest, to the right, and center. Once more. So it's a little circular movement. Last time. And come back. Now I will ask you to lay down on your belly and place your hand in a small V. You take a breath and come to back extension. You come here. Elongate the legs, they're in a little V. Really push the palms away and we continue with the neck. So you look to the right side, chin to your chest, look to the left and look forward. You look to the left, to the chest, right and forward. And right, and down, and left, and left, down, and right, stay here. Push the hand palm away from you. lift the chest, elongate, 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 and now if you can, go only halfway, lift the leg and float the arms and reach. Bring the arms in a frog position. You reach forward and squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Up and up and up and up. We're working the upper back. You're working the hamstring. You're working the glutes. You're working the abdominal because I'm sure you're pulling the navel towards the lower back and up and up. Take a break. Go to a shell stretch. We'll go right away back to this position. Go back to the abdominal. Go back to this. And I want you to only go to the right side. And up. So think the right elbow are going to my right hip. You're pulling the abdominal in. Up. Legs are floated. Legs are long. We're going to the other side. Up. So you're working the talia and up. And up. And up. And up. Elongate the legs. Contract the glutes. Navel in and push yourself again to a child pose. Reach forward. Okay. Go to table position, stay here. And we're going to a cat stretch. Round the spine. And go back to a table. And round the spine. And go back to table. And round the spine. And table. Now we have to do some sort of push-up, plank situation to work the whole body. So, go on your elbows here. Stand your knees today. You can even cross the arms like this, or your fingers are facing forward. And go to a low pike, and with control, place the knees on the ground. So from the abdominal, lifting the hips, pushing the heels away. Can we lift the hips higher? And go back down. And lift, and lower. And lift, and lower. And last time, lift, and lower. Now go to a table position. And now you're going to go to a high plank. You're going to open the right leg, bring it back. Left, bring it back. Right, nothing moves. Don't lift the glutes. Don't lift the hips. And up, and up, and up, and up. Stay here. You tap the shoulders, up, and up. Try to move the rope as little as possible. And up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Stay here, go to a pike. Widen the feet, push the hands away. Reach, reach, reach. Heels towards the floor. To stretch the hamstring. And go back down to a plank. Now listen, chin to your chest, round the spine. I'm in a pike. Now, lift your head, bring your chest forward and lower the hips. Chin to your chest, I'm rounding the upper back, middle back, lower back. Lift the hips, go to a pike, lower the heels. And lift. And now I'm lifting the chest, the head, the chest. And go down, lowering the heel like a snake. And chin to your chest, round the upper back, middle back, upper back. Go up, lower the heels. And lift the chest. Go back to up dog. Enjoy it. Smile. And go here. Okay, people, that was for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, share, give it a like. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.